I booked that all weekend too. It went from the living room to the game room. It never opened. Took it all home. All right. So I realize it's been some time since we've actually done a lesson. Since Thursday I gave you time to work on your project. Friday they canceled school, and then joyously they canceled school for you again on Monday. So we're going back to Wednesday. Woo! It's been like a week. So we need to review the stuff that we did on Wednesday, because the stuff we did on Wednesday will push us into what we need to do today. So first things first, we are going to have to identify a winning coalition. So if you look at example 1, what is the goal that I'm trying to reach in example 1? What's the total I need to win in example 1? 10. My goal is 10. That's my quota. That's the first number. So can anybody win on their own?
No.
No. Go to groups of 2. What can I pair together?
8 plus 4.
8 plus 4.
That's 12.
It's more than 10
plus 4
though.
plus
So it's
1.
and 8 plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so these are my winning coalitions. So if they're asking for your winning coalitions, that's what you need to do.
Oh, I got something for you.
She got all kinds of excited there. Okay, the next thing I need to identify is who is critical in each one of these coalitions. So again, the way you would do that, go back to 8 and 4. If I remove 8 and leave 4 by itself, can 4 win? No, that means 8 is critical. Okay, so you want to underline it or circle it. I don't care how you denote it, highlight it if that's what you so choose. You all right?
Yeah, I thought we turned in papers over there. I don't know what we're turning in it.
Oh, put them in the bottom slot right there. Thanks. Okay. Again, you need to look at it too. Move over to 4. If I cover up 4, can 8 win on its own?
No.
No, so 4 is also critical. You need to do this with every winning coalition. So we're going to jump down to the next one. Get rid of 8. 4 and 1?
No.
No. 8 is critical. Get rid of 4. 8 and 1?
No.
No. 4 is critical. Get rid of 1.
No.
8 and
I mean,
4? Yes. So 1 is not critical. I'm going to jump down to example 2. Okay. Again, my goal this time, 101. So can anybody win by themselves? No. Start with my groups of 2. What can I pair together?
99 and 3.
98 and 3.
I'm going to start with 99 and 98. My brain says, let's do these 2 and then sprawl out. So 99 and 98. I can do 99 and 3. And I can do 98 and 3. Any other groups of 2?
No.
Nope. So my last one is my grand coalition with everybody. Okay. So now we need to decide who's critical. 99 and 98. If I remove 99.
No.
No. So they're critical. If I remove 98.
No.
Somebody other than Zoe.
No.
Guys, can we focus on that later? I need you up here. 99 and 3. If I get rid of 99. No. If I get rid of 3.
No.
No. What about 98 and 3?
No.
No and no. Drop down to the last one.
Yes.
This one's a yes. 98 and 3 can win without 99. So 99 is not critical. And as long as you have it from the highest to the lowest, nobody after that is critical. So you're done now. Okay. Let's drop down to example 3. My goal is 15. Anybody on their own?
There's no twos.
There's no 2s either because my first set of 2 is 8 and 6. That only gives me 14. So 2s aren't going to work either. So we need to start with 3s here.
8 plus 6 plus 4.
8 plus 6 plus 4.
8 plus 6 plus 2.
8 plus 6 plus 2.
8 plus 6 plus. Oh,
Yeah.
6 plus 4 plus 2.
8.
No.
No, 8, 4, and 2 aren't going to
That's,
work.
that's 12. That's only 12. That's not work.
Oh, 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2.
So then all of them. Good. Okay. Again, can 6 and 4 win?
No.
No. 8 and 4.
No.
8 and 6.
No.
It's going to be
If they
that.
don't add up. There's a whole lot of them.
It's going to be the same situation in the next row with 8,
In
6,
the bottom,
and 2.
at the very bottom, do we have to mark anything?
At the very bottom, if I take out 8, that's 6, 4, and 2, which give me what?
No.
12. That's a no, so 8's going to need underlined. If I take out 6, 8, 4, and 2 give me
14.
14. So that's also a no. So 6 gets underlined. If I take out 4, though,
Yes.
that's going to be a yes, because that gives me 16. So now you can stop with your critical players.
8 plus 6 is 6. What?
If I take out 4, 8, 6, and 2 give
Oh.
me 16.
So you went.
You're only removing one player. You're never removing more than one at a time. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just.
You sure?
Oh, I'm fine. There's nothing with that.
Okay. As long as it's nothing with me. Okay? Don't forget, if you end up with ones that have the same weights, we need to denote between the two of them. So make one 3A, make one 3B. That way you're not adding any numbers. Some people make it 3 sub 1 and 3 sub 2. That's just too many numbers. I like to throw letters in there instead. So now, when I do my, nobody can win in ones, but I can do 5 with 3A and 5 with 3B. These are 2 different coalitions because one's with player 2 and one's with player 3. Okay? What else can I do in 2s?
3 plus 3.
3 and 3.
Oh,
3 and 3. Good. 3A and 3B. And then finally, 5, 3A, and 3B.
Just throw them in.
5 and 3. If I remove 5, that's a no. If I remove 3,
No.
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 So guess what? That one's not going to change either. It's just a different player for 3. Okay? If I go down,
No.
no. And if I go down one more,
Yes. Yes.
that's a yes. So I'm done at that point. Okay. How are we feeling about winning coalitions and critical players right now? Because if this is good, this next little bit that I'm going to teach you today, you're golden, as long as you can count. And I mean, literally look and say 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can't do that, we need some extra tutoring. Come see me. All right. Of course, you don't want to work for me today. Why not?
I'm sorry. It's cold in here.
It is cold in here. I am so sorry. You know my room. It gets very, very frigid. Okay. Example number 5. There is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Let's see if we can get them all. There are 7.
12 plus 8.
I'm going to jump and do 12 plus 10 first. 12 plus 8.
Then you gotta go to 3.
Then we've got to go to 3s. So, again, watch what I do. If 12 and 10 win, that means I can tag on 8 to it as well as 2. So 12, 10, and 8. 12, 10, and 2. Okay, then I jump down. This one goes 12, 8. What's the only thing that comes after 8?
2.
2. So 12, 8, and 2. There's one more group of 3. We did all the ones that start with 12.
10, 8, 2.
10, 8, and 2. And then finally, your grand coalition, 12, 10, 8, and 2. 12 and 10. Both should be critical. If I remove 12, 10 can't win. If I remove 10, 12 can't win. 12 and 8.
Yes, they're both critical.
Both critical.
And then it's gonna be 10, 12 and 8 on the next one, right?
12 and 8.
Or, I
Instead
mean, it
of
could be
12
12 and
and
10. It's
Are you
over.
gonna do 12
Yeah,
and 10 or 12
all
and
of them go.
So
10 and 8.
8? 'Cause all of
if
them
I
are-
remove 12, 10 and 8.
Gone.
It's 18.
So that's a no. If I remove 10, 12 and 8.
That's 20. So
That's 20. That's a yes. So you stop with that one.
so you underline 8, right?
You underline 12.
Oh.
You underline, if you've covered it up and you say no, it gets underlined. Okay? So if I move down here, cover up 12 with 12, 10, and 2.
No.
That's a no.
I know.
You go over here, 12 and 2, that's a no. Go here, 12 and 10, that's a yes. Okay? Here, 8 and 2. No. 12 and 2. No. 12 and 8.
Yes.
Yes. 8 and 2.
No.
10 and 2.
No.
10 and 8.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you know, wait, no. Dang it.
Nope. Careful, you need that 20. He was in the no, yes.
I screwed myself.
You're fine, Jane. Jump down to this last one. Get rid of the 12.
Yeah.
10, 8, and 2.
Yeah.
That's a yes. Okay. Try the last one on your own. See what you can do with it. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 winning coalitions in example 6. Try it. See what you can do. List out all your winning coalitions. Underline who is critical. So because we missed Monday, that means your test for chapter 2 is pushed to Friday.
This Friday?
Yes, this Friday. We will finish chapter 2 tomorrow. We only have one more concept to talk about in chapter 2, and we're done. Okay. So chapter 2 will end tomorrow. We will review on Thursday, tests on Friday.
How many should there be?
There should be
7.
7 winning coalitions. I only had 6 listed until Maya was like, or not Maya,
Darlene. No, it was Brianna.
Brianna was like, no, Miss Smith. There's another one. You missed it. So again, if you're ever questioning my answers, please stop me. We will look at it. I am human. I make mistakes just like you do. Okay? It's okay to point out a mistake. That's how we learn.
So these are here.
That looks good. Now you just need to go back and underline your critical players. Go Ruby. Go Ruby. Go Ruby. And as long as they do not make us make up Friday or Monday, there is only 164 days left till graduation. Your time at Lexington Senior High is coming to an end, my friends. And you won't get to look at my smiling face every day.
Okay,
All right. This because when y'all go off to college, don't forget, I'm always right here in this room, not going anywhere. You need me?
I
I'm
hope you go somewhere.
I'm missing one.
I enjoy my job. It can be stressful at times, but I overall enjoy my job. I enjoy my students more than
I would think it would be more job. I think it would just be more administration. I work here.
Listen, every school has their faults. Every school has their faults. But you have to realize too, while I'm here for administration, I'm here for you all more than anybody. My job is to educate you and make sure that you guys.
I'm missing one.
You're missing one. All right, let's see. What did we get in groups of twos?
7, 6, 7, 5.
7, 6, 7, 5. Groups of threes.
7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 4.
7, 6, 5. 7, 6, 4.
7, 5, 5, 4.
7, 5, 4.
6 plus 5.
6, 5, 4.
6, 5, 4. Is that the one you missed, Adam?
7, 6, 4. Somehow.
And then the grand coalition of all of them.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Okay, good. 7 and 6, who's critical?
Both of them.
Both. 7, 5.
Both.
7, 6, 5.
7, 6. Right?
7.
Just 7. If I get rid of 6, 7 and 5 give me 12 exactly. So only 7 in that one. However, if we drop down to 7, 6, 4, you've got 7 and 6.
7.
Okay. 7, 5, 4.
7 and 5.
7 and 5. 6, 5, 4.
6, 5.
Should be all of them good. And finally, the last
7 and
one.
6. Right. No.
It's going to be none. Okay, remember, we only remove one at a time. So 6 and 5 and 4 give me. Now, we need to take all of this information and we're going to do our last thing in this section, which is the Bonds-Hoff Power Index. Woo! This looks like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She
Guess
said
what?
what?
The Bonds-Hoff Power Interpretation or Power Index. They shorthand this to BPI. Okay, so the first thing you want to do to find this is find all winning coalitions. Well, guess what? You already know how to do that. We just did that. Now we need to identify your critical players. Guess what? You know how to do that too. Okay, you've already got some of these skills. The last part is what you need. So the next thing we need to do is count the total number of times that each player is critical. So you'll go back and we'll count how many times did we underline player 1? How many times did we underline player 2? Player 3? Okay? Once we get all those, then you're going to add them all up to find the total number of times that all the players are critical. And then the last thing is you're going to make a fraction out of it. Okay? So let me show you. And you're going to go, really? That's it? That's all I have to do?
No, you said fractions. So.
You don't do anything with the fractions. Calm yourself. Okay, so if you look at the next page, this is example 1 that we just got done doing. So you told me that I had 8 plus 4, and I could do 8, 4, and 1. Okay, and then you told me these were critical and these were critical. Okay, you did all that work for me already. So now, take a look. Player 1 has a weight of 8. How many times did I underline an 8? 2. So, player 1 is critical 2 times. Okay. Player 2 has a weight of 4. How many times did I underline 4? 2.
0.
And 0. Okay. So now, what I want you to do is add that up. What's that give me? 4. Okay. So that means that player one's BPI is 2 out of 4.
So it's the second one.
So it's the second one.
Oh.
2 out of 4. And the last one is 0. Guess what? You're done.
That's too much.
That's it. Don't start with the "that's too much." I just got done telling Miss Horder the other day that I haven't heard that phrase like all year, and I'm really enjoying that so far. Last year's senior class. That's too much. All day, every day. Okay. Example number 2, we already did as well. You told me we could do 99 and 3 together, that we could do 99 and 98 together. We could do 98 and 90. No, I'm sorry, 98 and 3 together. And then I could do all of them, 99, 98, and 3. Then you also went through and told me these 2 are critical, these 2 are critical, these 2 are critical, and nobody. Okay, so again, BPI, simple as this. Player one's weight is 99. How many times?
2.
2. It was underlined twice. Player 2 was 98.
1, 2,
2 again. Player 3 is a 3.
2,
2, which gives me
6.
6. So BPI, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 6, and 2 out of 6. Okay, so 2 more examples, and we're finished for today. Okay. So this one we have not done yet. So we need to first come up with all of your winning coalitions first. We're going to go through every step. So example 3, what can I pair? 3 plus 2. I heard somebody say 3 plus 1.
3 plus 1 plus 2.
3, 2, and 1. Okay.
So,
All right. If I go back to 3 and 2,
Critical.
okay? 3 is critical. If I cover up 2, critical again, because that's a no. If I cover up 3, critical and critical. What if I jump down to the last one? Critical, and that's it. If I cover up 2, 3, and 1, give me 4. Okay? So now we go through. Player 1 was critical how many times? 3. Player 2, bless you, was critical once, and player 3 once. Okay. Again, please make sure that you're paying attention to the players and the weight of the players, okay, and not the numbers that you're looking at. Because sometimes I would get to player 3 and they'd be like 3 because I underlined 3 times. But it's player 1, player 2, player 3. So now these are all out of
6.
3 plus 1 plus 1.
Do some math.
Oh, I did 3 plus 2 plus 1.
You're a winner.
That's why.
Don't use the number, use how many times you underlined it.
That's why.
So these should be out of 5. Okay, 3 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5. Okay, so again, make sure you're paying attention to the players and their weights. Make sure that you're putting how many times they were underlined and not the number that is there. Okay, because that would be your downfall. Okay, example 4. We've got 7 again. So, give them to me. What do we got?
Oh wait, can we do it? Can we do this one by ourselves?
Sure. That sounds fabulous.
See, I was only doing that because I already.
Fabulous. Because he's already working his butt off over there. Like, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, I got all 7. That was good.
He says, looks good.
Who's the winner?
Your BFF back there said your name.
Okay.
Did you notice though, like, she moved to the back to get away from you?
Oh, no, she didn't. She was good. She's 6 minutes asleep.
Can you not fall out of your chair
Yeah,
today?
but she asked for my
I told me to do it. What else?
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff. And then, we went out to eat. And see, I didn't know what happened that whole time. Like, seriously, I didn't know what's going on. All I knew was we getting up and going. That's all I got.
really?
Get up with shoes on, okay? Like, that's all I got. So.
Where are you?
Daryl's,
Oh, okay.
and I think it's.
What's that?
It was like, it was really good. Them chicken dinners with cheese.
But I see you still
Yeah.
working.
They're as big as my face.
Cut off, you right?
It was a problem.
I can't come up with it anymore.
So it go like.
Be careful. Everything looks good. But when you wrote this one, this should be 543. That way when you check them, it's 5. And if you don't have them from greatest to lowest, when you check them and you stop, that doesn't mean everybody else behind it is. Make it the biggest to smallest. And then it'll work every time. Other than that, you are golden, Rube.
Yeah, I got it.
Golden. All right. What do we got for groups of 2?
We got 5, 4, 5, and 3. Then we got 5 plus 4 plus 3, 5 plus 4 plus 1.
Woo. 5, 4.
5 plus 3 plus 1, and then 4 plus 3 plus 1. Then we got 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1. Then you go underline 5 and 4, 5 and 3, 5 and 4.
Hey.
I just
5 and 4, 5 and 3.
5 and 4, 5 and 4, right?
5. Just 5 in that one.
It's
Just
4
5
and
and
7.
because yeah, but if I take
Oh, I'm sorry.
if I take 4 out, 5 and 3 give me 8.
See, that's what I said.
5, 4 and 1 should be both 5 and 4. 5, 3 and 1 should be 5 and 3.
4, 3, and 1 should be 4, 3, and 1.
All of them.
And then,
And
the
then
last
nobody.
one, just nobody. So it's gonna be P1 5 over.
Oh my. Okay. Hold up. Player 1 has the weight of 5,
There, 2, 3.
and that is underlined 5 times.
So, in the last one,
Mhm.
why didn't you underline anything?
So if I remove 5, what does 4 plus 3 plus 1 give me?
8.
It gives me 8, which is that.
Oh.
So nobody's critical down there. Okay. Good question.
P1's gonna be 5.
Anybody else questioning why anything got underlined or not underlined? Please, I am glad to go back over it. Okay. So we said player 1 was 5 times.
Player 2 was 4.
Player 2 was 4, and it was underlined
Oh, no, wait.
1, 2, 3 times.
Never mind. It was 3.
So,
Because
again, be
because of
careful
that
with
one-
the-
That was because of that one I messed up.
That you okay, and you
And it
didn't go
was
back.
4.
Player 3 had the weight of 3,
And then player
and that was 3 times. And player 4 was my weight of 1, and that was only once.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I add all this up, these are out of 12. So 5 out of 12, 3 out of 12, 3 out of 12, 1 out of 12. Okay. The last thing at the bottom of that page just says the Bonsall power distribution. The sum of all the power indexes should be 1. So, in other words, if I add up 3/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, this should equal 1. If it does not, you did something wrong. So that's a good way to check yourself. If I add up 5 12s, 3 12s, 3 12s, and 1 12, that should equal 1 or 12 out of 12. Okay. Again, if you didn't, you did something wrong. And the last thing on there says, be careful of repeated weights. We've already talked about that. If you've got two players with the same weight, make it 1A, 1B. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Your homework tonight is numbers 11, 12, 14, and 20.
Oh, so we done.